It's 1 in the morning on a quiet street in Oviedo, Florida. A 24-year-old man walks up to a utility pole carrying pruning shears and cuts down a surveillance camera. Within minutes, police close in. He's charged with 3 felonies. Here's the thing, the camera wasn't real, it was a 3D printed decoy planted by the police themselves and watched for days like a trap. A prop. Plastic. Worth a few dollars. And they charged him with criminal mischief causing over $1,000 of damage to a device that doesn't even work, along with 2 more felonies on top. I'm Sarah from Don't Lie to Me, and this story is the surveillance industry eating itself. Police are printing fake cameras as bait, while juries are refusing to convict people for destroying the real ones. By the end of this video, you'll understand why a company valued at $8.4 billion is this desperate. First, the sting. Oviedo had real flock cameras watching its streets, the automated plate readers that log every car that passes. Then several of them disappeared, destroyed or stolen, and replacement cameras would take weeks to arrive. So detectives came up with an idea, straight out of a cartoon: print realistic fake cameras, mount them where the real ones used to be, and wait. The decoys were 3D printed shells, designed to look exactly like Flock's hardware. Officers monitored them for days, and that's when Evan Meyer walked into the trap. According to the arrest affidavit, he took the pruning shears from his father's garage, walked down the street in black clothing, gloves, and a mask, and cut the decoy down. Then smashed it. He told police he did it because he felt constantly watched, which, to be fair, was completely true, just not by the camera. Now, here's where it gets worse. The mayor of Oviedo, Megan Sladek, found out about the sting from the news. Not from her own police department. Her response, quote, "I am speechless." She confirmed that police put up the fake camera and kept a close eye on it until someone came and cut it down. Nobody asked her permission. The elected head of the city learning about her own police department's felony bait operation from a reporter. And the timing is the part that should make you furious. On August 17th, the Oviedo City Council directed staff to prepare a resolution ending the use of flock cameras in the city. Days later, police printed decoys and set their trap. And on August 31st, the council holds its work session on whether to keep flock at all. The police department ran a felony sting operation to protect cameras the city is actively voting to remove. Now, remember I told you juries are refusing to convict? Meet Cody Morlock, Union Township, Ohio. June 13th, he unbolted a real flock camera from its pole and destroyed it. Real camera, real hardware, real property. Police identified him through nearby surveillance footage, a credit card, and a customer rewards account. They had the evidence, an airtight case. And grand juries, as they say, will indict a ham sandwich. A Claremont County grand jury looked at all of it, the footage, the financial trail, everything, and said no, refused to indict. All charges dropped. 12 ordinary citizens would not charge a man for destroying a surveillance camera. So hold this in your head at the same time. In Florida, a man destroys a fake camera and faces 3 felonies. In Ohio, a man destroys a real camera and walks away clean. 2 states. 2 police departments. One legal system that has completely lost the plot. If the cameras are so controversial that juries won't convict people for destroying them, maybe the cameras are the problem. That's not me saying it. That's a grand jury in Ohio. Meanwhile, Flock's CEO, Garrett Langley, is on what can only be called an apology tour. He gave an interview claiming his cameras would have solved, quote, 100% the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie, a Tucson woman who vanished in February. Here's the problem with that claim. Tucson had over 120 flock cameras at the time she disappeared. Coverage on the highways leading out of town. She is still missing. His cameras were already there. They did not solve it. And now he's using her to sell more of them. The company is bleeding. 53 municipalities have cancelled or paused their flock contracts, and more than 80 contracts have been terminated since 2021. When Dane County, Wisconsin pulled out, neighboring departments lost access to 24 county cameras. The town of McFarland scrapped its own contract entirely because a surveillance network with holes in it is worthless. That's the dirty secret of this industry. These systems only work as one giant net. Every city that pulls out makes every other city's cameras less useful, which is why they're panicking. The company says it's now, quote, taking a break from responding to media requests. And their next move? Drones. Vought is quietly selling drones that scan license plates from the sky. When you can't keep cameras on poles because people keep taking them down, you put them in the air. So where does this leave Oviedo? A 24-year-old faces 3 felonies for smashing a plastic prop. A mayor is demanding answers about an operation nobody approved. A council is days from voting the whole system out. And a police department that couldn't wait 3 weeks for camera replacements is about to learn that trust takes even longer. Here's my take. When police start printing decoy cameras to trap the people who remove them, they're not fighting crime anymore. They're defending a product with your money against you. The cameras were fake. The charges are real, and that's all you need to know about how they see us. Tell me in the comments, would you have indicted Cody Morlock? Then go watch our video about the sheriff with 73 cameras on you and 0 on himself. It's the next step in this story. If this channel is how you found out police are printing bait cameras, subscribe and hit the bell, because the mainstream news cycle buried this in a day. I'm Sarah, and they're lying to you. Take care of each other.